Howdy folks, it's SJ4, little face brewing. How you guys doing tonight? Here's something I've been working on. This right here, this was a double batch of one beer. This one here, I brewed and I used a Saison yeast to ferment this one out. And this one over here, I used a farmhouse ale yeast. Now, find it quite interesting, the different colors. This is almost red and this is that orange. I mean, they are two completely different colors, but from the same exact, everything about these beers are the same except for the yeast. I brewed a 10-gallon batch, and then I split it up in half and decided to ferment one out with the Saison and ferment the other one out with the farmhouse ale. So so far this is pretty neat. Now what I'm going to end up doing is I'm actually going to keg and bottle each of these. So tonight I'm going to basically half of this will be in. I'm going to do a case of bottles out of this, and the rest will be kegged, and a case of bottles out of this, and the rest of it will be kegged. So basically what I did was I used 4.5 ounces of corn sugar, diluted it in 2 cups of water, and what I'll be doing then is basically splitting that 2 cups of sugar water up between both of these. My fermentation should be okay if I do it that way. It's basically one batch, between the two. So I'll get a case in 3 out of this and a case in 3 out of this, and the rest will be put into the keg. Now, these guys will be in the secondaries for 3 weeks tomorrow. So every time I touch these, they bubble and whatnot. That happens because of the plastic. If you push on them a little bit, it presses whatever pressure's in there up out of the bubbler. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to go ahead and actually start to transfer this into the bottling bucket and get ready to keg and bottle it. So see how it goes. Took my gravity reading, and my original gravity on this overall was a 1044. It actually fermented out to 1002. So she fermented out the whole way. Here's another look at it. We're going to give it a taste test. It's got a real spicy aroma to it. It's very interesting aroma. I have a lot going on in this beer. There's a lot of different hops throughout. I kind of went crazy with this recipe. Oh my. Wow. That's going to be a beer I'm going to drink a lot of right there, the farmhouse. That is fantastic. This actually finished out at 6.18%. So this is nice. Wow, this is really nice. I'm definitely looking forward to this being carbonated because that is phenomenal right there. Alright. Well, I've got to get to bottling. I got my bottling bucket set up. I got my bottles washed over there. I need to get through that. I've got the keg sitting over there charging at 30 psi right now. Get through this so I can pop into this one next. Bottling the farmhouse. This is my little setup here. But this is the thrilling part. Just a sitting here bottling beer. Boop, 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 boop. Alrighty. So now the Farmhouse Ale is bottled. I got a full case and one bottle out of it, and that's over here. I did original final gravity on the Saison, and it's the same. I didn't really know what to expect there because they both obviously had the same original gravity, but I wasn't really sure if they both had the same final gravity, and they do. This one finished out at actually, yeah, 002. I mean, it is finished out the whole way. So before we go any further, let's give us a taste. Definitely has the Saison aroma. That spicy, you know, like don't know exactly how to describe it. It's kind of like a spicy coriander and whatnot. Beer. It ferments out at a little higher temperature. Aroma is there. Color is there too. It's dead on with color, and I can't get over the fact that they're so different in color. All right, we'll give this a try. Wow. Not as much flavor as the Farmhouse. The Farmhouse had another note in there. I can't wait to actually try these side by side. But this is a drinker right here. I'm telling you what. This is nice. I'm super happy with this. Alright. Yep, I need to get to busy and start transferring this guy into the bottle and bucket, throw the sugar water in, and get moving on it as well now. Nice. Man, I'm stoked. Now I'm bottling up the Saison. Fun, fun, fun. I'm going to be able to put one of these in the beer fridge tonight. And then the other one will have to go in I'm going to put it in a cooler with some ice and blast it. Let it sit at 30 psi. I'll put the other one in the fridge. It's been on 30 psi since I started, so it'll be fine. Ooh. Alrighty, so here we are, giving this a taste test. Turn this down a little bit. What we got here is the Farmhouse and the Saison. So there they are side by side. The color differences aren't as much as they were before. This one is still just got a shade of a red to it, and this one doesn't have that same shade, but it's not as predominant as it was earlier. Take these guys off. It's nowhere near as predominant as it was back when I was bottling and kegging them and whatnot. So give her a shot. Yeah, this one was the Saison. Wow, the flavors have actually are really separate now. Really separate now. They really came up different. That is, they're both good in their own right too. Now that's the Saison, which is funny. Now when I picked those up, yeah, because this was super carbonated. Yeah, this has got just a tinge
just a slight tinge more of a reddish, but they're still pretty much yellow. The Saison is good. It is really good. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice beer, man. I tell you what, I could drink this by the kegs full, just one after another. This is a pounding beer. This Farmhouse still has just a touch more flavor. The Farmhouse attacks your tongue the whole way back. It nothing overwhelming as far as flavor goes. Not overwhelming, but it's a real nice sweetness to it. It's just super smooth from front to back. It is right there. The only thing with this Saison is there's a spot there that it's just missing something. Like when I say the Farmhouse has a flavor that goes the whole length of your tongue. The Saison has a little spot in there it's like I think what it could have is a touch of a sour note. Would make it nice. So the way you do that would be to introduce bacteria to it. Not going to do that. Nowhere near the brewer to be able to play around with bacteria. But these guys are fantastic. Well, there's the taste test that goes with the brew. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's kind of long, but yeah, do what we can.